buffalo style. So I have some stuff set up that I've already done because this kind of took a little bit of time. Let me hit the screen 1 second, guys.
We're good. All right, go ahead. We're ready.
All right, so first thing we're going to start with is our protein. I'm going to be using a chicken breast. As you guys can see, we have some green onions, a celery stalk, 1 radish, 1 carrot. This is some romaine leaf lettuce already pre-washed and cut just for the sandwich. Red onion. This is a larger tomato. I usually work with Roma tomatoes because I just like the taste better. So when I'm doing a sandwich or burger, I use the larger beefsteak or Texas tomato. And then over here for our sauce for our buffalo chicken sandwich, we're going to be using the Red Hot buffalo sauce. If you don't have this brand at home, you can use any buffalo sauce or hot sauce that you have in the refrigerator. This is a little bit of Dijon mustard. This is about 3 ounces of mayo, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, salt. Worcestershire sauce is about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. 3 ounces of blue cheese crumbles, which is really important for this meal. 1 tablespoon of sour cream. And then I have a little butter over here just for our bun. So this is all gonna go on a burger bun. You can use rye bread, wheat bread, white toast, whatever you have if you don't have a burger bun. I had some leftover Hawaiian, cute Hawaiian buns that I found in the kitchen, so I'm gonna be using these. It really does taste well, really good on rye bread and sourdough. So just keep that in mind. So let's start with our poaching of the chicken breast. Give me 1 second. Make sure this isn't hot. I have some other stuff going on today, you guys. So don't worry. This is some pasta going for something else. Okay. So I want to show you guys my poaching liquid. Now, I already went ahead and did my chicken breast because obviously I don't have enough time to do it on camera with you guys. But this is how it's going to look, and we're going to cut that down. And I'm just letting it kind of cool off for our chicken salad sandwich. So in the pot, I have half a quart of chicken broth, my chicken breast, about 2 ounces of the Cajun seasoning, and a bay leaf, really important for seasoning purposes. So I'm just gonna add this other chicken breast into this liquid so it can get going. And so when you're poaching something, you don't wanna boil it. You wanna kind of bring it up to a boil. So when you add in your cold meat, you wanna start the pot on medium to low heat. And then as you can see, it starts to cook the chicken. You can gradually bring it up, okay? But you want to make sure that it's cooked internally and that it's tender for you to cut, okay, and cube. So I'm gonna return this back to the heat. As soon. All right, so that should poach for about 45 minutes. Now, an alternative to using that would be your canned chicken of the sea. You can get that at your local grocery store. It's canned chicken breast. It'll be really good for this recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off really quick, guys, and then I'm gonna return this down to this ice so that it can chill. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cube my chicken so it can start to cool down. If you do this overnight, if you wanna make this for the week for sandwiches, it's a really easy recipe. You can make about, I say a pint of it, about 4 chicken breasts, and it can last you through the week. So I'm just gonna cube this down. right? Some nice chunks, not too big. All right, gonna return this back to my stainless steel bowl. Right on top of the ice so it can start to cool. And let's start cutting down our vegetables, all right? So we have celery stalk and carrot. You can peel this first layer of the carrot off. That nasty layer off. So basically this is just like ordering wings, but everything is gonna be combined into one, okay? And if you don't like radishes, I kind of like a nice crunch and bite in my sandwich. Janelle looked at me like, what's this radish for? You can definitely, you know, 86 the radish, you can put a pickle or whatever you want or nothing. But I think it's a nice bite, okay? So I'm gonna cut this. I wanna cube this carrot, okay? So we're gonna work with the thicker end. Okay, so once I have it at a nice size, we're gonna cut this to about 3 pieces. So, and then I'm gonna cut them down into strips. Right, so they're gonna be like little sticks like this, like little carrot sticks. And then we're just gonna cube them a nice small, they're not gonna be broom wall, which is about an eighth of an inch thick, but gonna make nice little squares, okay? All right. This is gonna go directly into our bowl. We're gonna make all of our mix in here, okay? Cut the celery, cut this end off, cut the root. Cut it in half. I don't like to work with big pieces like that if I have to. Same thing we did with the celery, cut it in, excuse me, the carrots, cut it in strips, and then just cube it. My mom always thinks less is more with celery. I don't know where she's like, oh, that is so much celery. I like celery, especially with blue cheese. I feel like it just really tastes good. Okay. Now we're gonna dice our red onion. You know, I never use the whole thing, guys, so we're just gonna use maybe a quarter of this, cut the ends off, cut it in half. Guys, this onion is so fresh, I can taste it. Like, I literally can taste it. But at least I'm not crying. And you definitely want to make sure the onion is cut as small as possible, or diced, excuse me, as small as possible, because it's directly gonna go inside of the mix. And nobody likes to bite on a large chunk of onion. Yeah, well, I do. I like onion. Preferably the general public. That's it. So this is gonna go right into the bowl as well. All right, and you know, we're adding green. Sorry, you guys saw that? Ooh. Okay, we're adding green onions as well, so it's gonna have like a double onion. But I like the crunch, and then I like the green onion. I just like the onions, obviously. Okay, so we're gonna cut these on a bias because it just looks nicer that way, guys. And I showed you guys what that was last week. This is a nice slant with a knife. All right. We really don't need all these. I'm just gonna use half, okay, guys? I'm overdoing it because I got Janelle here. And, you know, she's always pumping up all of the vegetables. Okay. So in with the green onion. So you're poaching your chicken right now. You wanna make sure when you're poaching something, that means that it's fully covered with the liquid. That is what the definition of poaching means. You're using a hot liquid to cook a protein or whatever you're cooking, okay? But you wanna make sure that that item or whatever product is fully covered by the liquid. And also when you're poaching, you have to make sure that you're watching the liquid, because anytime that you're using heat with the liquid, you know, let me give you these to rinse them. Oh, so back to that, so they won't stick. Anytime that you are poaching something, excuse me guys, you want to watch the liquid, because the liquid will reduce. So sometimes you may have to add a little bit more chicken broth, you have to maybe add a little bit more water. But the number one thing is to make sure that if you're going to be adding any more liquids to whatever's already poaching, you don't want to bring that temperature down, right? So you want to add warm water, warm chicken stock, right? So it can automatically come up to temperature, right? Okay, so we're going to reserve this to the side, and we're going to get busy with our dressing. Now, I feel like we should use a separate bowl to make the dressing, because the vegetables, it's a nice amount in here, and I'm still cooling down this chicken, and I just think it's gonna be better. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get a nice little bowl. 1 second. All right, guys. I'm back. And I'm back. Okay, so first thing we're gonna go in is that, you know, I'm not a fan of mayo. Okay? It has to be zhuzhed up. Like, I can't do the mayo. But we're gonna put some mayo in here. Okay? We're gonna make it better. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little more mayo. That's because we had a nice sized chicken breast. Okay, guys, you know, everything in cooking has to be eyeball. You may have to add a little bit more here, a little bit more there. That's the good thing that it's not baking. Because when baking anything, if you add more here, there, okay, I'm not a baker. I'm Chef Matt, and I'm not a baker. Proud to say that. Add a little bit more mayo. I would love to, you know, I can do my little thing, you guys. The bacon, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because honesty is the best policy. Okay, I failed bacon in culinary school. Okay, but I redeemed myself with B-. Okay, but I could not get to, you know, it was the melting of the chocolates. I had to do truffles. And the truffles, you know, you have to do it at different temperatures so that that coated chocolate, you know, gets cooler on the other coated chocolate. You know what? And I'm making chocolate, so I don't need. I didn't need that. I didn't need that class. Okay, so we have our mayo in there. Okay, guys. Now it's really important to break down any type of salad dressing or dressing with an acid. So we're gonna go in with our lime juice. Okay, we're not gonna add that much, but let's go ahead and add about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Okay. Then we're gonna go on with all this Worcestershire sauce because it's bomb. Okay. Worcestershire sauce and Dijon mustard. We're gonna get our nice little teaspoon in there. That's about it. We're gonna add a pinch of salt, just a pinch, because that Worcestershire sauce is like with the sodium. So we want to just like not, you know, dab it with that. Okay, guys. And then we're gonna add in our sour cream. Now, sour cream is a nice coolant. You know, I feel like sour cream is like, it's the mother of dairy, right? It's like the base of buttermilk. It's the base of yogurt. And if you don't have any sour cream for this recipe, you can definitely use Greek yogurt, guys. Greek yogurt is a great substitute for this. If you go to the grocery store, you see a lot of salad dressings now in the refrigerator section that are made with Greek yogurt. And that they're really great. The body of them is really great. It coats the Yeah, it's healthier and it definitely coats. It's definitely more healthier than having your average, mayo base or your oil base, salad dressing. But it's really flavorful and it really coats the greens well. Like it's a nice thick, I like thickness to my salad dressing. And I love the yogurt based balsamic. Yes. Yeah. Can I please get a little bit of that? Thank you. Look at that. Janelle came through with she read my mind. Okay. So we're just gonna have a little bit of olive oil reserved to the side, just in case you gotta get some slickness, okay, to our dressing. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this stuff come together. We're gonna whisk it. Do you mind getting me a pinch of pepper? Yes. We're gonna add a pinch of pepper, guys. Thank you. And then we're gonna go ahead and whisk, all right? And at the same time, we're gonna add in our buffalo sauce, all right? Ooh. And you should have a nice, thick, creamy, orange sauce, okay? And you don't want the consistency to be too thin, right? But you don't want it to be too thick either, because we still want to make sure this coats on all of the chicken, all right? All right, so we're going to add in our blue cheese crumbles because we're making a, buffalo blue cheese. This is just what's going in. Blue cheese in, all right? And we're gonna fold the rest of our vegetables in, all in. Ooh, lovely. All right. Now, the chicken, you wanna make sure your chicken is cool, okay? You don't want the chicken to be hot, guys. So my chicken is at a nice, it's cool. It's about 40 degrees, right? You want it to, yeah, it's cool, it's chill. We're gonna add that directly in to our sauce. And we're gonna fold it. And when I say fold it, I don't mean we're folding clothes. Don't get scared, ladies. We're cooking right now. I mean, we're gonna fold in by moving the spoon gradually along the pan, or bowl, and just fold in the sauce along the vegetables. Now we're gonna taste it because we need to make sure this tastes right, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get me a nice little chunk. So good. That's really good. Now we're gonna make our bun. Now, let this chill. We'll put this in the refrigerator. It lasts for a nice 5 to 7 days. Oh, I love the little spicy kid. Yum, yum. Okay. Now, we're gonna grill this bun because I just find that having a grilled bun with a burger can take it to new levels. I personally do not like getting a sandwich or getting, a burger and I bite down into it and like all of the bread gets stuck to my teeth. I don't like that. So we're gonna toast it up, okay? All right, I have to move Big Bertha out the way. We're gonna get that pan nice and hot. We're gonna work with our buns. But while that's getting hot, let's go ahead and cut down our tomato slice for our tomato slice and our radish. Okay, don't forget about the radish, guys. We're gonna cut these down, nice little thin slices to put on here. This is optional. You don't have to put either of these items on there. I just would like one on mine. I like a nice slice of a tomato. It's really good, fresh. And then we're gonna thinly cut our radishes. Any nice little 3 slices. All right. Then we get our plate ready. I'm gonna wipe it out. Clean. Gonna get us. These are already pre-washed. This is for sandwiches. You know, during the week, I get this at home. Kids, grab a slice, grab a tomato, and what a top. All right.
Excuse me, there's no picture. Here.
Oh, sorry.
How's that?
That's better. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome.
sorry
Thank
about
you.
that. Okay.
Thank you.
I apologize. So I was just saying that I was getting the tomato ready. I sliced one slice for the sandwich, and I sliced about 3 thin slices of the radish, and then I have our green leaf lettuce ready. Now I'm gonna grill the bun. The pan should be nice and hot now. Like I said, you guys can use any bread that you have around the house. If you have wheat bread, sourdough is a great option. Like I said, rye is really a great option if you can find it. I used to be able to find rye bread at this deli by my house called Giuliano's, like all the time. And like every time I go in there, they're down to like the corners of it because they only sell it in like loaves now. Anyways, really good bread. Okay. So we're gonna add the butter. I like to add the butter to the pan. I don't feel like adding it to the bun does any different. So I'm gonna add it directly to the pan. And then I'm gonna set my bun right on top, just like making a grilled cheese sandwich, all right? And these are more slider size. And we're gonna let this get nice and toasty. Lower the heat just a little bit so we don't burn the edges and unevenly cook it. Okay. Turn it over, other side more. All right. Grab my buns. I'm gonna put one more slice of tomato. I decided to do an extra slider for my friend. If you would like to put extra blue cheese crumbles on top, please be my guest. You can, zhuzh this up as much as you would like. I love blue cheese, does too. So that's gonna be our garnish for today. You can definitely pick your garnish. It may be more green onions, whatever it may be. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna dress mine up right now. A lot going on in my face today. Right. Now, 1 second, guys. We have some other things going on in the urban kitchen today, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But it's all love, feeding the community. All right. So it's so funny. I feel like my daughter. She always does that. My 6-year-old. She's like, "All right, mommy, so," all the time. I'm like, "Braylon, please stop saying so and look at me. Say so." Look where she get it from. Okay. All right. No, I'm too hard on the babies. So I'm gonna get a nice spoonful, not too much because these are slider portions, and we're just gonna put it right on top. Yum. Then I'm gonna put my green leaf lettuce, slider portion. All right, on top with my tomato, love it, and my radish. I'm gonna leave radish off of one of them.
Judge me not. This is a safe space.
of the blue cheese crumbles. Top that off. Yum. And then we're gonna make the last one for Janelle. And that is what we're doing today here, guys. Something simple. You can make these, you can make about 15 of these and please the whole household. They'll be like, Mom, let me get one of them sliders. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's meal and you'll enjoy it tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching and have a blessed Tuesday, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Suggestions? Input? I don't know any other words. Practice.